Hi there, Dr. Rajiv Iyer here with more secrets on how you can be successful as an international medical graduate doctor in Canada. Here, I'm going to answer a question posed by one of the viewer in the comment section. And the question is, how to do residency in Canada without citizenship? In order to match into Canadian residency program, a must requirement is that an IMG has to be a Canadian permanent resident or a Canadian citizen. Now, how do I answer the question as to how can IMG get into residency without citizenship? I thought a lot about this. In order to make this easy for you, I'm going to separate this into two categories. Number one is, let's say you're an IMG, you've already completed your postgraduate training. And number two, you're a freshly graduated IMG from your medical school or medical college. Now, let's look at the first category, which is you have already completed your postgraduate training. Now you're a specialist. Your goal should be to obtain Canadian experience as a physician. How do you do this? You can apply for fellowships in Canada. This fellowship can be clinical or can be on the research side. Bottom line, you should not be doing it as a voluntary work, but you should be on the payroll, which means you should be getting paid for your work. This is what is classified as a Canadian experience class. This will help you enter Canada on a visa or a work permit, and then you get the requisite Canadian experience. Subsequently, you can apply for Canadian permanent residency through the express entry pathway, which is quick and easy and is favorable for someone who has Canadian experience. With this, you will get a Canadian experience plus a Canadian permanent residency. Subsequently, you can apply for residency matching, and then you would also have experience working in Canada and you would have understood the system. Is that making sense? If you have anything else, post in the comments below. I might make a video on that too to help you out. Now, the second category, if you're a fresh graduate, it is a bit tricky here. You need to obtain job experience in Canada, so you classify under the Canadian experience class. Now, here are some of the options how you can accomplish this. Bottom line, there is something called Canadian National Occupational Classification, or the NOC, and there are various tiers. So you have to be occupied in tier 0, 1, 2, or 3. Since you're an IMG, I expect you not to be doing any other work than being in the medical field. For this reason, I went through all the list of jobs that they have. Some of the research jobs I saw that could potentially be possible would be a database analyst, a data scientist, a specialist in clinical and lab medicine. These are some of the things you can explore. It's the same criteria. You should not be a volunteer. You should be on a payroll and getting paid, and that makes you eligible to being the Canadian experience class. Once you have this, then you can apply through the Canadian Express pathway and get your permanent residency, and then apply for residency matching, which will make you successful as an IMG. To make your application for Canadian permanent residency more successful, you can also complete a foreign credentialing or undergo educational credential assessment, the link for which is in the description below, and you're also seeing it on the screen in front of you. With all this experience, hopefully you will get your Canadian permanent residency, and subsequently you match into residency and become a successful IMG in Canada. I have left a link in the description below. Do check all the jobs that classify as Canadian experience for you to be eligible for the express entry pathway. If you have any questions, post in the comments below. I hope this answers your question on how you can be a resident as an IMG without having any citizenship or permanent residency to begin with, and also you do not have anyone to sponsor you. Any questions? Post in the comments below. Since you've already gone this far in your Canadian experience class, the next video you should watch is this, where I have left a step-by-step description on how you can directly work as a consultant in Canada without repeating residency all over again without permanent residency or citizenship. Take care, stay safe. I will talk to you soon. Hi there, Dr. Rajiv Iyer here from where? Hi there, Dr. Rajiv Iyer here. How you can be a successful Oh my God. Whew, that's a lot of information. Nice, it's purified water. Residency matching in Canada happens through COMS. I apparently forgot what COMS stands for, so I had to do a quick Google search and found out it stands for Canadian Resident Matching Service. I should have known that.